Hey everyone, Vince here. I've had some questions by some viewers on how exactly they can stop getting disqualified or screened out while completing surveys online, and as someone that has reviewed tons of these money-making platforms, I can hopefully clear up some misconceptions and help some people out there with completing these surveys. First of all, we have to break down the difference between being disqualified and being screened out. Even though these two are similar, they're not the same. Getting screened out generally means your information didn't qualify you to take the survey, which is a completely normal process of completing surveys online. Because if you didn't know, the survey providers are looking for very specific people to complete these surveys, and your age, gender, country, income, and even your job all define how these survey providers see you, the user. And if your information is slightly off what they're looking for, you will be instantly screened out upon trying to start some of these surveys. A good way to try and sort this problem out is if the survey provider has a profile section, you should definitely go and enter your real information into this section. The reason for that is because ideally, if the money-making platform is good and reputable, they should have a filtering system that will give you the best surveys that fit the criteria of your profile. This always is not the case, and sadly it all really comes down to the provider and money-making platforms filtering system. I've been doing this for nearly 2 years, and sadly I still haven't found a system that is perfect with screening out. You'll always find some surveys that you're not qualified for but still appear on your list for some unknown reason. So now that you understand the basic concept of screening out, let's talk about disqualifications. This is where things get a little bit more tricky. Some of the main reasons why you were disqualified from a survey, in my own experience, are the following. You rushed through and didn't read the questions, because yes, most surveys are timed on the back end to see how long it takes you to complete them. That's why there's an average timer on a lot of the surveys that you see. You didn't read the questions or got caught out by a trick question. This relates back to rushing through as well. Survey providers will throw in trick questions to try and catch people that aren't even reading the questions that the survey's asking you. Your answers did not match what your profile states. Now this is a big one, okay? If you say you work as a banker, then when you complete a survey you say you work as a mechanic, that's instantly going to disqualify you. Make sure you always stick to what your profile has been set up with, okay? Because more often than not, this is the main reason for disqualification. These survey providers have algorithms that will pick up on these little discrepancies. Being dishonest is another huge one. Again, this reverts back to the algorithm and the profile setup. Always make sure you stick to the same answers throughout your surveys, or you're going to be picked up for lying. Simple as that. Or the platform found out that you're doing dishonest things, such as using VPNs. If you did not know this, VPNs are pretty much banned on a majority of online money-making platforms, so when you use one, almost guaranteed you're going to be picked up and banned, everyone. I always get questions about, is VPN usage allowed on these survey sites, and I have to say, absolutely not. If these developers find out you're using a VPN, they will ban you. If you guys enjoy what I do here on YouTube, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, drop a comment, share this to anyone you think would like to see it, and of course join my free newsletter. You guys are helping me get to 80,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. The biggest issue that I still face today with completing surveys online is that even though I've answered the profile question and I go through these surveys completely honest and I take my time with them, I'll still be disqualified. And the craziest thing is, I've noticed on some of these money-making platforms is that they wait right until the end of the survey, where you've already dumped 15 to 20 minutes into this survey, and then they disqualify you at the end. This has always boggled my mind. I have no idea what's going on here. I've seen this question come up many times, and that question is, are some of these survey platforms rigged to not give you your reward, but instead they take the profits from you completing the survey? That could actually be a realistic possibility with some of these platforms. That's why you have to be critical on the platforms you choose to complete surveys on. I'm not saying every platform that this happens on is not legit. It's just I cannot understand how that's possible that you get disqualified right at the end. Maybe we're just entering something right at the end that the provider doesn't like. It is without a doubt the biggest annoyance I have with surveys. And I'm sure you guys agree with me, getting disqualified halfway through a survey or at the end of a survey is the most painful thing. If you guys want to know some of the best paying and legitimate sites that I've covered on the channel, I have multiple playlists showing my in-depth breakdowns of these survey platforms. If you find find that you are always getting disqualified or screened out no matter what you do on a certain platform, my advice is to literally just sign out and go to another platform. It's as simple as that, everyone. There are so many get paid to sites now. You don't just have to stick to one single site. Remember, your time is precious. You don't want to waste it. So when it comes down to it, the ultimate thing you can do to reduce your disqualifications and screen outs is literally just answer honestly. Don't use a VPN. Take your time while answering the surveys and just hope for the best, because the providers will control when you get disqualified. There is no real quick fix to this, except obviously trying new providers and new survey platforms. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all tomorrow for another video. Stay safe out there.